Alright, so we're back, and what are we going to be doing today? I don't know. I haven't really thought that far ahead. Let me get my notepad. We'll open the recent one. Figure out where the game is going. We need to make a full order of the ingredients we have. We need to display the players somehow. Idea is to have a sprite 3D these images to the TV screen. We need a discard thing on the front of the cart. Add a drop ceiling and a speakerphone to talk to the player, as well as a bird box to view the player from. So I think that was another good idea that I had, which is to kind of to hide these pipes more and hide more pipes that we have probably going to be coming in. I'm going to add a drop ceiling right here. It's just going to be a metal tread plate coming in from the top. So maybe we don't even have to go to Blender at all. Hold on, my cat wants to go out. Alright, so now... Yeah, I actually am going to go to Blender for a minute and try and add that drop ceiling real quick. So what I was going to do is something like this. I'll just add a... I'm going to do a cube. I'm going to bring it up here and then scale it on the Z, kind of bring it down, and then scale it on everything but the Z. I don't know what I did there. Shift Z, there we go. My bad. Hold on, let me go to screencast keys. There we go. Solid. Alright, S, Shift Z, and then I want to scale this fucking thing out. S, Shift Z. Scale it out right there. And then I'm thinking about having like 4 like chains coming up through it, so it would be like you'll never see this from the bottom anyway, but I guess we'll do yeah, like half a sphere. So if I take this thing and I go to edit mode, I go to wireframe, and yeah, I'm still selecting edges. Awesome. I'm just going to delete these vertices. Then we'll grab all that right here. We'll say E, and then I'm going to shrink that in. And then we'll go E and bring that up straight on the Z. And I'll just bring it up again on the Z, and then F to make a face right there. So this is going to be like our bolt, and I'll come back out. And my idea was to have like one of these in each corner, so it kind of looks like it's you know, being held up by some giant chain. And then we're never going to see it from this side anyway, so it's like, you know, might as well just have it look cool from the other one. So we'll go to object and shade smooth, and then we'll just bring this up to where it kind of like just barely touches there or something. And then we're going to make this some type of rusty... we'll make this one the rusty metal. Like this, and then I'm going to make this a tread plate. So we need to go grab that from Texture Haven. Alright, so we got... Oh, let me see. Yeah, I actually took off the screen message this time. Normally I'll leave it up there forever. But yeah, we'll go back to Texture Haven, and we're going to grab... I know it's on here. It's metal. It's a pretty popular one. There we go. Tread plate. I remember cutting and bending this shit is a fucking pain in the ass, because you have to protect the dies from this tread right here, and it also doesn't want to bend along them. This stuff sucks. I hate dealing with it. So let's go ahead and... Oh, that's right, you can't see the screen. My bad. I was talking about the tread plate. But yeah, let me grab the plate textures on this other screen, copy them, and throw them into my folder. Let me bring this over here. We'll just go to horror cooking game, and it should be our textures, and then we are going to make a new folder, and we'll call it tread plate. Tread plate. And we'll paste it right there. Then we can close that, and we'll go... yeah, I guess we'll have to make a new material, and we'll call this one tread plate as well. There we go. Tread plate. Nice. And then we can add our image texture in there. So we just need to go to our textures, tread plate. Yeah, right there. I'm pretty sure it's the diffuse. Awesome. So that's what I'm looking for, but I want to make it a little... I go to UV unwrap, and then I want to go to UV editing, and I'm pretty sure I said no vocals on my selection here. There we go. Alright, so now we got some tread plate looking shit. So yeah, somewhere in there. Oh man, I play this one all the time. Damn, you think they would have like decent music to play in here? On art list. Alright, there we go. So let's do that. I kind of like the way that looks. That's perfect right there. Let's add our normal texture in there. We gotta go to shading. I gotta go to... Let me close this, so just my OBS up. How did I learn to use Godot? I basically just started following people's YouTube tutorials and then tried to make my own projects after that. I think that's the best way to do it. So we'll say normal map. Yeah, I would say just find an idea that you find interesting and then try to make it work in Godot, and then you'll learn a lot about it that way. But it's got to be something you enjoy doing. Image texture, and then we'll throw that in, and we got to grab the textures, tread plate, and the normals. Awesome. So, we're not even looking at it. Oh shit, that scared me. There we go, tread plate. So, that looks a little bit better. Sorry, I was dying. Alright. Now we have that. We're gonna put 4 of them in there because that sounds right to me. And you know, if I was like actually a game developer or something, I would probably have this like swing a little bit and then maybe have a light on it. Maybe we will put a little light on it. I think that's a good idea. Yeah. I think I will do that. We'll go add. We're going to add a cone. We're going to go G on the Z. Actually, instead of a cone, I'm going to add a cylinder. Alright, sorry, my cat is... can't make up its mind whether to come in or out, but I like to keep the other ones separated from this one because they get into fights. So, nice. Okay, so, yeah, what was I doing with this? I was making a light. So I got my cone shape back, and the reason I don't use a cone is I can't put cuts around it like that. So now I can do a cut like that, and we can make it more of a cartoony light shape, which is the vibe we're going for. So kind of like this, and then we'll go like one further, and then I'll hit E again, and I'll bring that in. And we can hit E again to extract it up, and I think I'll hit E again to scale it, bring it in, and move it up probably like a G on the Z, and scale that. So we have our light there. And should I add some type of bulb or something? I guess I'll maybe just add an icosphere. I think that'll be the way to go. I really don't feel like doing like a full model of a light bulb, so we'll grab this. We could also grab 3D models from Polyhaven, but I just don't feel like doing that either. I want everything to kind of vibe. I can't have like some super detailed you know, thing that I could never make in here and then have all my crappy stuff right next to it. That would look really weird. So I'm just gonna grab I guess these, and maybe shrink them in a little bit to make a like weird type of light looking thing. Yeah, and then I'm going to put half of it inside the light because it's going to be bright to look at anyway, so this will be mostly hidden, I feel like, and then I can always shrink that down separately. I think I will shrink it down just a little bit right there, and yeah. Okay, let me go back to solid, and then I want to have some type of, I don't know, where, where should I make this? I guess I should make it more like in the middle here. Yeah, and we can just do a simple little Bezier curve, and then I'll just solidify it. I think that's what I'm going to do. Right here. And then I'll spin it 90 degrees, and then 90 on the Z. And yeah, that's looking good. We'll put 1 in here, and we'll bring 1 up through our ceiling. I am going to probably go to E and make it look a little more wiry. So more like that, and I might put a little animation to make it sway in Godot or something. I'll make the pivot point up here for the whole thing. But I'll go there, I'll go to Object. No. Sorry, yeah, here, and we need to start increasing the depth of it and also the extrude, so that should make it into a like wire type deal, and we just want it to be maybe like that, maybe a little more. There we go. That's not bad. And then I'll object shade smooth right here. Perfect. Yeah, there we go. So I guess I'll make this probably make this just the black texture, because that'll be just a wire, and then this I'm gonna make the metal. Yeah, the yellow rusty metal. We have to fix that shit in there. Let's go to edit mode. I'm going to, I guess, grab all these, and I'll say, I think I have to Control A and scale it, and then go back. We'll have all those selected, UV unwrap them, and it looks better. It looks good enough for right now. We will probably change it in the future. This one I'm going to give a unique texture in Godot. I think I should actually take the inside of this and give it like a different texture. So I'm going to make a new one. We'll say new. This will be... Thanks. What do we want? We want some type of other metal. So we got the yellow rusty metal. We want the seamless metal. And we'll hit assign. And then we'll have a... that doesn't really look great, but maybe we can change the materials around. I don't know, they're different. And then this I'm going to make an emission in Godot, so this will probably all be just one light that you'll see. So, yeah, there's that there. That's all going according to plan that I just made up in my head. Kind of looks decent. I don't know. Looks like crap, but it'll be fine. We're going to join all these. Oh, I need to make this into a object. Object, convert mesh, there we go, and then we'll join, Control J. We can always change that texture later. And then we're going to, I guess, Control join all these, even though these are messed up. You're never going to see them from that side, so I'm not even going to bother fixing them. Yeah, we'll leave them, but just don't tell anyone. That'll be fine. I can always fix them later. I'm going to grab this too, and then we're going to export all of that. But I do want to make the origin of this the top part so I can swing it back and forth. So I'm going to go R180 just like that, and then I'll bring this down until it touches the center point. So let me... I'm going to put it into, like, I can't remember what this mode is called, but that mode, and then I'll bring this back right here. I'll go to the other axis, so it's pretty close to where the origin is, and then I'll say object, set origin, origin to, I guess 3D cursor, because that's where our 3D cursor is. And now, if I wiggle the light, it'll move from there. So that looks a lot better. So let's unhide everything, and then I'll go Alt-R to restore the rotation, and then we can bring this up through our drop ceiling again. So that's looking pretty good. Let's continue. I guess we'll export all this now. So did I not join these? I guess I didn't. Control J, and then we'll grab this and we will say file, export, I guess, yeah, GLTF, include selected objects, and we'll go to horror cooking. I guess this will be in scenes, and we'll make a new folder that is roof. And then we'll export it. Roof. The roof is on fire. So you can bring that in. And yeah, what are we gonna do? We're gonna drag it into the scene. Roof. So, is it too big or too small? Whoops, shit, what am I moving? There we go. Right about there. I think we need to scale it up just a little bit. Let's try that. Yeah, I want to see what that looks like. Hopefully it doesn't block all of our light. I don't think it should. I don't think I have shadow enabled. I probably won't enable shadow. Shadow the Hedgehog, the ultimate life form. Yeah. So that really doesn't block any of our light, but now we do have that, and I want to put a light up there that's shining down on the player, and then maybe something to illuminate the tread plate a little more. And then maybe it should be going out a little further, because you can still kind of like peek out along the sides. So I'll probably end up cutting out holes for these pipes, or leading the pipes around it or something. Yeah, so let's scale this a little more. Like that. It's got to look a little more, you know, limbo-y, so you can't have all that sky up there that's going to let people think they can escape and stuff. It's got to be like oppressive. It's got to be like a 9 to 5 that you hate. Alright. So, yeah, that's a little more what I'm going for. We have the light right up there on top of us. We have the pipes coming down. I gotta make holes for them. But then you have the tread plate as well, and the big bolts. And you can see out into the area over here. And I'll have to make some more stuff to go along the outside. Thanks. I appreciate that. So we can... Yeah. It's all good. So we have this stuff we can defrost. We figured out how to put an order in yesterday. We still need a way to check that order. We need to make the mechanics so we can throw stuff into this altar and make it so we can ring this bell. And so our game manager will be told that we're putting in the order. I think that's the way to go. Let me put some more lighting into this scene so we're not completely in the dark here. So I guess I'm gonna add it. I'm gonna make this local and then add a light. What type of light? I don't really know. I don't really know much about lighting in Godot. Oh shit, that's the wrong type though. Directional light, it's like a sun. I know that. So this cube here is what I want to add the light to. That's our actual like light in the game. And I think I want the omni light, like a light bulb, and I'll bring that down. At least that's how I think of it. That's how it looks, you know. And I don't know what the difference is between the range and the attenuation and all that, but we're going to make, if you make this bigger, the light goes brighter. I know that. So we're going to make that a little bit bigger. And we're also going to probably maybe make it a little bit yellow, give it a little bit of a yellow tint. I think that helps with all of my graphics. We're going to give it a little more energy. I'm just going to set it at 5 and we're going to see what happens there. And that should be right on that light, I guess. Yeah, and then I also need to go to this material on this guy. Oh yeah, so which one are you? So I have 3 surfaces, 2 have the rusty metal. Oh shit, I guess I should have done something different for this light. Whatever, we'll just put the light here right now and see how that looks. I might have to go back to Blender and fix that real quick. Just separate that light out and then bring it back in so I can put a emission texture on it. Yeah, because it kind of looks like crap. And it's really not lighting up anything. You know, but whatever. That is the idea that I'm going for. So I'll just leave that there for now, and I kind of want to get back to doing shit that actually matters. I got to get this guy out of here. I always forget to do it. So let's just send him into eternal hellfire on the other side of this thing. And, you know, we'll see him later, possibly. There we go. That'll be perfect. And if we look at what we have for this, so nothing appears here on the current order, and we did some stuff yesterday. So we have this TV right here that is a separate scene. It's also what we're seeing in our 3D. It's this here. We're just instancing it. And we have our order title right here with our current order, and then we have all of our stuff that could possibly go on it right here. And so we pass in the order to our script here. We have this list that we pass in, and it checks every item in the list. It goes through these nodes, and if it has the same name as one of the items, it then shows up on the screen as something we need to put in. So we also have this here, so it just selects the picture that's going to go in there. So I thought that was the best way to do it. And then what we need to do is get the, what do we call it? The altar. Now we need to, when we press the altar, it will put the food that we have in our inventory onto the altar. So I should probably make some type of bag to display to the player that that is what we're doing. Let me go back to Blender, and I'll say add, I guess, what type of mesh? Probably a cube. We'll go like this. It's just going to look like a Wendy's bag or something, so I'll put a crease right here. I'll bring this up on the Z. I think I want to, I guess I'll join those, join these two, and then I think I want to grab all of these and scale it on the Y. I'll probably cut this and cut that, and then I'll have to join these two, I believe, but I'm just gonna fold it over like one time. There we go. And let's see, spring wireframe S on the Y. Yeah, bring that together, and we'll kind of just bring this over and fold it like this. We might have to make another cut somewhere, but I mean, that's not bad for just a like really shitty one. Let's do a few more. Actually, what happens if I go add modifier, subdivision surface, and then I just make this bottom right here a little more baggy, and then I go to shade smooth. Alright, yeah, it's a pretty, like, whatever. I think I am going to put one more loop cut there and bring it in on the Y, so it's a little more smashed up. And I guess what I'll have to do is make some type of logo there. What we can do for now is, shit, what am I going to do? Let me go to GIMP real quick. I'll just export a simple texture saying Limbo King or something. Yeah. Do I have any cool pictures to use? No, I don't think I do. Yeah. Damn, I wish I had something planned. I want to do like something on top of the bag, but I can't think of anything to do. Whatever, we'll just export the bag right now, and that'll be fine. Let me put it up to here, and then I'm going to go object, shade smooth, object, set origin to 3D cursor, so it's at the bottom. I'm basically going to spawn this on the altar whenever you hit E there to show them that you're placing the food ready to be sent out. So, perfect. And maybe what I'll do is I'll put a picture of a burger on this one and a picture of like the other food item you're passing on the other, so you can see that both of them visually are there. What kind of bag is it? It's a, can't you tell? It's a, it's one of those fast food bags. It's one of those brown ones. Like Wendy's and shit. I think. Kind of. Possibly. I can't really put like a Wendy's whatever on there, but for right now this is what we're gonna do, and I'll probably have to get something better. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I have to put these cats in different rooms. Come here, kitty cat. Alright. Now we're good. Okay, so let me go up here. Yeah, it's a little more paper baggy, and we'll make it a little bit brighter. Kind of looks like a big old lump of shit, but that's fine. We will export that. Actually, I can probably get a paper bag texture pretty easy, so let me see if that's doable. Paper. Oh, I got cap locks on. Paper bag texture. Yeah, nice, I can. So I think I'm just going to grab one of these real quick. Save image as. Let me save it to the right place for once. Oh, it's a JFIF. I'm gonna have to open that up with GIMP and change it around. So we'll call that cardboard bag. Awesome. So then I'm gonna have to be in GIMP and I'll open it up. It's this one. Textures. And cardboard bag. We're gonna open that up and then we gotta export it as a usable file name. Probably a PNG. There we go. Now we can open it up in Blender. So we'll say image texture. What the fuck just happened? Remove. Okay, there we go. Open. Let's go. Textures. Cardboard bag. Open that on up. So that's looking a little better. Alright, so we go to edit mode. We go to UV. Smart UV project. Let me go back to object mode, Control A on the scale. We'll go to UV editing. I'm going to hit everything, and then we'll just scale everything up. And whatever. It's kind of abstract. It's abstract art. Okay, that's perfect. We could also actually unwrap it, because it's really got not that many vertices, so I'll just do that really quickly. Alright, let me go back to layout. Let me apply the whatever, we'll apply this. We'll go to edit mode. We'll take a look at what we got. UV, unwrap. That actually looks probably better than what we had. But what I'm going to do is see if I can select this thing right here. I guess I could put a seam right there, and that would make sense because a bag joins. So we'll just do, I guess, mark seam. Where are you at? Aren't you normally mesh? Oh, I'm on vertices. I think I have to be here. Yeah, there we go. Mark seam. And now let's try that. If I A and I go UV unwrap. And then I'll hit this side and go to, I believe it's UV editing. So this is more about what I'm looking for. What if I go to solid? Yeah, that's a good idea. L, so I'm going to R, 90. And then we'll scale this up to kind of be proportionally like that. And then I'll grab the other one and hit L, R, 90. And I think if we scale that up, we'll get a good result. You know, better than what we had. It looks like an actual bag now. So it would help if I had a better texture. But let's also do a little normals thing here. We're going to go filters, generic, normal map, okay, and then we'll file, export as cardboard bag, normal. Okay, so we can export that, go back here, and you know, do the fun process of adding in a normal. Add normal map, and we'll put this here, and then we'll open, and it should be our normals right there. And yeah, does that give us any more definition rendered? It probably will in Godot. It'll probably make us look a little bit better. I think I turned probably turned the roughness pretty much all the way up. It's going to be very rough. So let's grab it and export it. We're going to need this one. So export GLTF, include selected objects, and this will be the bag. Bag.gltf. We can put this one in our objects right here. So we'll export it. And then we're also going to need to bring it up and take a picture of it as well, because we're going to need a image, I'm sure, somewhere. So let me grab it. Remind myself where the camera is. We'll bring this back this way. Put it right here. We'll bring it right here. Get rid of the hammer. And let me go overhead view for a second. To me, it looks like it's right in front of the camera, but I guess it's because we're using an orthographic camera. So let's change the orthographic scale that we're at. There we go. Now I can R on the Z, spin it around, and then we'll just bring it up. Maybe like this. And we'll go a little bit further in. Very artistic what we're doing here. So we're going to render this image, and damn, that looks good. Alright, perfect. Looks like a bag head, honestly. Perfect. Let's go to horror cooking. We'll grab the, oh, not that one. We want objects, object textures, and we'll say shitty bag. Shitty bag. And we'll save as image. Can we see said cat? Yeah, well, she's kind of sleeping, but possibly. She likes to sit on my lap, so if she jumps up on my lap, I'll show her to the camera. But, nice. So, or I could be a crazy person, and there could be no cats. There could be no cats at all. And I'm just talking to nothing. Alright, what are we trying to do here? I completely forgot. That's right, we put the bag in here, but did we? That's right, we put it in the objects. No, I can't answer that call right now. Objects. Bag right here. Awesome, I do have it. So we'll just have to spawn that in. So let's make a 3D scene. Actually, I'm just going to drag the bag into a 3D scene right here, and oh, I guess it does add a node 3D anyway. We'll make it local. We'll put the mesh right there. We'll delete this because we don't need it, and we'll just say bag. And we'll set the transform back to 0, and we'll just call this bag mesh right there, and we'll save that in the objects. So we'll save it. Alright, so now when we click on the altar, we have to do something. So what is this thing named? Food altar. Yeah, let's call it the food altar. So, I guess what we'll do is we'll put we really don't need to put a script or anything on this, I don't think, just yet. Well, actually, we probably will, because we'll spawn an object on it and then delete the object. I might even have like a big hand come down, or like a crane or something, and grab the food, maybe like a claw. That would be easy to do, like if we put a hole right here, and then we just had a claw come down and grab the food and then go up. That would be a very easy way to do it. Because machinery like that's very easy to animate. I might do that. Yeah, thank you. The bag did somewhat come together, I believe. Alright. So, we now have the altar. Let's go ahead and start coding for that. So on the player script, we have our raycast 3D. This is touching whatever we're looking at. And so if we're looking at the altar and we're touching it and we press E, it'll interact with it. And it will use this script to send back the current item we are touching to the player. We call this function add item because it's normally adding something, but we could just call this interact. It would probably be a better way to name it. But basically whatever we're doing is sending in whatever we touched, and then based on that in our player script we can determine what to do in this giant match loop, match statement, whatever you want to call it. So I guess we're going to need to call it the food altar. I'm going to put it here up at the top for now. Food altar is what I believe it was called. And we'll then say, so if we click on it and let's see what we're checking for other things. Yeah, I guess we could just say, so if we click on the hot dog, we have to pick it up. That makes sense. Perfect. Yeah, so what are we going to be doing here? We need to check with the game manager. I'm just going to write a little thing. We want to check with the game manager if the order is correct. I just want to remember to do that. Order is correct. We also need to, I guess, clear the player's inventory. Yeah, because they're not going to be holding anything, because it's all going to be put together. And then we need to, yeah, I guess those are the two things. So we'll, yeah. Should we have like an "Are you sure?" You know, because like this would be you setting everything there. I guess what we'll do is we'll just, you can pick up the food bag, and then if you're not ready, it'll put everything back in your inventory. So what we'll do is store what the player has to be able to re-pick up again. Store to allow player to retry the bag. So like before you send it in, if you're like, oh shit, I just saw that I forgot the lettuce or whatever, you can you know, grab the bag off the thing, it'll pull back in your inventory, and then you can do whatever you got to do and then put it back. So I think that'll be a good way to do it. I was kind of just thinking that through in my head. So let's go ahead and how can we clear that? Let's make a function to do that. Clear player inventory, because this might come in handy later on the line. Nice, and we'll go here, and I'll just Control C and Control V. So really our inventory is just whatever is on our screen, honestly. I don't know if this is the best way to do it, but right now whenever we pick up something, we don't really add it to anything in the script, but we probably should. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll say, yeah, I guess we'll, yeah, it would make sense if we had a dictionary, and each dictionary was the item. So it was like onions, and then there was like lettuce, tomato, and all those, and then it would just say like 1 or 0 for have or have not. And that would make sense to me. So that's what I'm going to do. And they'll all start off at 0 because we'll be holding nothing. On ready var. There we go. Can you guys hear me? Perfect. I'm going to get some music going to drown my sorrows. And there we go. Nice. We want to make that dictionary, and we'll call this, it's basically a bool dict, so I'm going to call it bool dict. And yeah, so we'll have the keys will be, what do we call them? Like, it doesn't really have to be the same one. We'll call it burger bottom. Burger bottom. And that will, they'll all be equal to 0. And then if we do have 1, it'll be equal to 1. So, yeah, we'll do that. And I'm just going to knock it over to the next line. And then I can Control C this a few times. We really don't have that many ingredients. Otherwise, I would probably do this a better way. But this should be fine. So, burger bottom. We'll go burger top. We'll go onion. And I'm going to do all lowercase on here just to make it extra confusing. No, I just think it should be better for the dictionary. It just makes sense in my mind to keep this lower. So we'll call this lettuce. Possibly, I think that sounds right. Tomato. The order doesn't matter here because dictionaries are not ordered, I believe. As far as I'm aware. So we got onion, lettuce, tomato. We need cheese. We need a hot dog bun. We'll call it hot dog bun. And I think that was it, right? Onion, lettuce, cheese, tomato. Let me take a look. Yeah, cheese, tomato, onion, lettuce. Yeah, I think that's it. So those are available options for now until we start adding more stuff. Where are we at? Player, script. So all of them are set to 0 there, and then what we'll do is we'll grab our bool dict and we'll start setting stuff equal to true down here. So if we click on our single hot dog, well, let's think about this. The only one we need to add, we also need to add, yeah, we need the meats that we have. So we'll say cooked hot dog. Because that's the only one we need to check for with this. We don't need to check for the other ones. So if we have a cooked hot dog or we have a cooked burger, yeah, or a cooked chicken. And I totally broke naming conventions. Great. We'll fix that real quick. Cooked chicken, 0. Cooked burger. Cooked hot dog. Cooked hot. There we go. Perfect. Nice. So what we'll do is we'll be filling these in. So we'll just flip the bool whenever we are in here. And then if we pick something else up, we'll have to change it. We'll basically have to change all of it right now, so we can only have one of each. So that'll be the way to do it. So, perfect. And then, nice. Sorry, that threw me off. So my problem here is now if I'm flipping these bools in like the onion or tomato, so I'm flipping these and well, these it should be fine because I'm not going to get rid of them. Someone has to tell me what. Cooked. Oh shit. Damn, there we go. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, I actually I got in trouble in school because I was a really bad speller. So I almost didn't pass high school, honestly. I got in trouble because I like got really drunk with my friends, and then I showed up to take a math test, and they searched my bag and found cigarettes, and then they kicked me out of school for a little while. But yeah, so we can. Man, that was like that was like 15 years ago. Um, yeah. What are we gonna do? Clear player's inventory. So I guess we would flip all these bools back to 0. Yeah, so if we pick up like a single burger patty, we're going to have to flip like all these back to 0 because we can only hold one burger or cooked item at a time, which is like where the challenge comes from. Yeah. So, yeah, single chicken patty. Which one is the one that's cooked? Okay. There we go. These are the ones that we need to start flipping bools. So let's go to bool dict, and we want to get the cooked burger with only one, with only two O's, I believe. Yeah, I'm actually just going to bring this down here for now because there's no one to tell me that I can't. So we'll put it right there, and then I can just add them in a little easier, and we'll set that equal to 1. And then we'll do the same thing 2 more times, but we'll change these to 0 and 0, and it will be cooked burger. It'll be cooked chicken, cooked chicken, and cooked cooked hot dog. Cooked hot dog. All right, there we go. So I'll just repeat this pattern. Yeah, you know it's really good when you're copying and pasting a lot. You got some good code going. So we'll hit up another 0 right here, and 0 right there, and yeah, the hot dog right here, and the chicken right there. So basically, whichever, we can only have one of these at a time. This is what accomplishes that. And then we need to grab all 3 of these, and if we pick up a single chicken patty, one of these, we've got to set them all equal to 0, because we can't have any of them if we have the frozen or the single. Yeah, so there we go. And the frozen as well will return our items to 0 because we no longer have any of the cooked ones. And I guess really all of them should. So maybe we should just make a function and call that function every time. Right? Well, if I'm doing it here, when you're picking up the frozen one, ideally you would never, yeah, because you would never, like, even if you hit empty slot A, you're not going to gain, we're not going to flip another one of these, so you should be okay. I think it would be more redundant to make a function and add it everywhere than to just add it where it needs to be, which is only when we're picking up these items. So if I start running into issues, we'll start messing around with it. But for now, I feel pretty good. Okay, so then we'll grab this right here. We'll throw that right there. We'll have burger bun, and we'll say burger bun, and we'll set it equal to 1. And nice. It doesn't matter how many times we set that equal to 1, as long as it's true, so we can pick up bun after bun. And then we'll have a discard button for each one next to it. So if you press the discard, it'll just get rid of it, and then we'll set the bool equal to 0. So that's how we're going to solve that. But I'm going to copy and paste in these, and then we'll just go through and make them so. So we'll say cheese, cheese, lettuce, lettuce, right there. And so tomato, tomato, and onion, onion, and hot dog bun, hot dog, dog bun, burger bun, perfect. So there we go. All that should be working, and now we need to make some discards for the thing. So I think what I'll do is just make an X in Blender. Let me go to Blender real quick and go get out of this mode. Oh wait, go back here. Oh, get the hell off of the camera. I'll bring it back down. And for right now, I'll just make some type of... I'm going to get this out of here. Keep spooking me. So we'll grab probably just a cube. And I'm going to hide this and hide that. And I'll rotate it, I guess 45 degrees. I'm just going to make an X, so I'll just grab edit mode. I'll grab all of these sides, and I'm going to go to individual origins up here. Which one is it? If I go to normal, and then I go to individual origins, and then I press E. Let's see. S. Okay, that's not what I wanted. What if I hit E here? See, I was trying to do that, but in all four directions. That's how I see people do it in the YouTube shorts. But they lie to me. They're all bastards. So what I'll do is I'll just do them separately. So we'll go here. We'll do this one. We'll go here. We'll do this one. We'll go here. We'll do this one. We'll go here. And yeah, that's an X if you ever saw one. Oh shit. I just meant to grab that. Damn. Control Z. G. Bring it out a little more. Yeah, I mean that should be fine. Doesn't have to be crazy. And then I'm just going to maybe scale these down a little bit so it looks it's got its own very unique look to it. Yeah, I mean if you saw that, would you think time to discard something if it was red? Probably not. Probably not. Probably be very confused. That looks a little better. Object, shade smooth. We go here, you make it blood red, and then we would go to specular and turn that down. I think I'm going to use that for now, and then maybe I'll make like a little garbage can in the future, but I'm going to scale it and then bring it up. Yeah, maybe I'll make one of those faces and you feed it to one of the faces. So we'll have that. That would be pretty funny. That'll be good. Let me Control A to apply the scale, and then we will, I guess, yeah, what am I doing? We need to export it. So we'll go File, Export, GLTF. Where should I put this? I guess in, yeah, we'll put it in Objects, and we'll say, I guess we'll go Cancel. Yeah. Yeah, cancel X. Cancel X. And we got to make sure to hit selected objects. Nice. So we'll bring that on over to Godot. I guess it came in pretty fast. Cancel X. Perfect. So yeah. So my idea basically would be to make one for each one of these. That way, you know, you have, it'll be easier for us to code because we basically have the same thing here. So I'll just start making scenes, and yeah, maybe it might just be easier to make them all right here in this scene. That way I'm not saving a bunch and bringing them all here. So I think what I'm going to do is bring this guy in right there, and I'm going to make it local, and we'll just drag that out. Yeah, I'm actually going to call this, I guess xrack for right now, and then this will be, we'll call it lettuce X. Lettuce X. Yeah, lettuce X, and we'll make a few more. I don't want to Control D though, because I want to bring them in separately. So let me bring a few more in, and we'll make those local and do the same thing. Make local. Make local. Make it local. Make it local. Alright, so then we can grab... can I grab all of these with control? I can. Nice. And we'll move them to the X rack, and we'll get rid of all of these. And I'll start renaming them. So we'll have onion X. We'll have racer X. Tomato X with a lowercase t. We'll do a what is it? Cheese X. We're gonna need a bun X. Nice. I ran out of coffee creamer, so I'm using protein shake for coffee creamer, and it's not very good. But that's okay. Lettuce X, onion X, tomato X, cheese X, bun X. Right, and now we need hot dog bun X, so we just need one more. I don't know what I'm doing here. So we'll say make local, and then we'll drag this one right into there, and we'll say hot dog X. There we go. And we'll get rid of that. And I'm gonna make a collision shape for a lot of these. I gotta make areas, so we gotta go area 3D. Yeah, we'll go area 3D. We'll go collision. Collision shape 3D. We'll make a fucking a box shape. We'll go right on top. I can hear my fucking cat scratching at the door, and it's like, dude, I just let you out. Why are you such a fucking asshole? Why you gotta be like that, man? But, you know, she just wants to come back in and, I guess, hang out and scratch at stuff inside the room instead of outside. That's too much trouble. Okay, so we have the collision shape here, and we just need to... we gotta rename these as well. Hot dog X. There we go. So, because this is what the raycast is actually going to collide with, and now we can start moving these into, like, where we actually want them to be. So for now, the hot dog and the burger buns are kind of just like floating in the ether over here by the grill, where they should be. I think they're actually kind of over here, but I want them... oh man, what are you doing? Why are you being like that? Alright, over here. We'll go Y. I want them over here by the grill. I'll probably just have like dispensaries on each side. I'm sure that's how fast food places do it. I don't know, I've never been inside of one. Actually, no, that's not true. Our elementary school took us to Outback, but I guess that's not really a fast food place. We got to make a blooming onion. I remember that, being very young as a kid. Alright, so... hot dog X, we gotta put it over here. And then we're gonna just, where is this at? Oh, that's all the way over there. Awesome. So we're gonna transform it back to its 0 right there. Perfect. Now we need to do the same thing for these. So we'll go area 3D, and we'll go collision shape 3D, and I'm just gonna add all of these in. Yeah, so they're right there. We'll go to the collision shape. We'll go new box shape. We'll drag it out to be where it should be and not be too concerned. We'll call it lettuce X, the new lettuce evolution. Damn, and a capital X, please. Thank you. A onion. We need to add the area 3D as well as the collision shape. Nice. So, new box shape. We'll go in. Bang energy. Yeah, my brother used to like those. He drank a lot of them. I used to like, when I was a kid, I would always want to get the full throttle. Those are really good. Nowadays, I pretty much go exclusively for like coffee. Monster. Coffee Monster is really good. That's probably my favorite as well. Or Gatorade. I got Gatorade too. What do we need? We need an area. And we'll add a collision shape as well. Sorry, I'm all reminiscing, dude. Alright. Box. Right there. Collision shape. Tomato. X. Tomato. X. Perfect. Cheese. X. So now we need to add the area and the collision. And yeah, we'll make that a new box. I never actually had a NOS energy drink. Are they good? I'm gonna have to try one next time I go to the store. Cheese. X. There we go. What is this guy? Bun X. Oh, wonderful. We have one more. You know, I was worried that I was not missing out on some fun here. But don't worry, there's more of them. New box shape, and we'll bring that on in. And there we go. Perfect. So now we just need to move them in. Pretty much the same as Monster. Okay, yeah. That's pretty much... I mean, all energy drinks taste like Monster. I think they were... Were they the first on the market? I don't even remember what the first energy drink was. When I started seeing those, like, reports in the news where it was like, are your kids getting high on energy drinks? That stuff was great. So we're gonna have to scale this. I can't scale this though. So how are we gonna do that? I guess this really doesn't have to be with it, but I would kind of like it to be that way. Damn, can I scale the mesh without scaling? No, I guess what I would have to do is make new node 3Ds. I guess I'll do that, whatever. Node 3D. And those I can just duplicate a bunch, and I'll just call these holders. Holder, and I'll have this under here. Okay, yes, they are all under there, and then I want to take this and start putting them... Shit, I can only select one at a time. Damn. Alright, so you are going here. You are gonna go here. We're gonna close you. You are gonna go here. You're gonna go here. You are gonna go here. And this one right here, down at the bottom, right there. And I'm going to name these to holder as well. Holder 2, it doesn't really matter. It's nice that Godot does that for me, that's pretty cool. Holder 5 and holder 6, perfect. So we can still see the names of them if we go here, and now I can separate the area away from the thing, right? So I don't have to... Because I can't scale the area, I believe. Or shit, if I scale the mesh, yeah, I have to move this too. Whatever, I'm overcomplicating shit, but it's fine. we just place these in here, and then we can scale whatever we want on the mesh, and we're good to go. I might be being too stupid here, but I like the way this looks. So let me specifically over here, let's get this one first, and then we'll kind of adjust based on that. So if I go to transform and I just scale it down, I guess maybe that would be what I'm going for really. So then I'll go here, go to my collision shape and turn the size down. That way I'm only scaling the mesh and not the area and not the collision shape. So that's going to be our best option. And yeah, let me head back up. All right, let me grab a drink. Monster makes you want to beat your wife. I feel like that's it's like liquor. Okay, so I don't want to turn that. I actually want to... Oh my god, of course. I put all the holders in fucked up locations. Let me do this. So now I want to just grab the holder and move it. And let me hide Flesh Mountain. Oh, I'm trying to use blender controls, but that's not going so good. Let's see, close enough. I can see right here. And we want to be holder 2, awesome. So right there, that is the lettuce X. Now that we have overcomplicated the hell out of this thing, it should be fine. Should be good to go. I'm going to rename it the lettuce holder while we're here. Lettuce. And I cannot decide on a spelling of how I want to spell it, but you know, one of them's got to be right. I have like 6 different spellings of it. So let's take this and we'll set its transform back to 0. This way we are all aligned. We'll do that, and then we can move the holder where we want it. So this one is for the hot dog, so we should move it over to the hot dog. And then we will twist it and turn it and bop it and burn it. So we'll bring it right about there, just enough off the dog. So that might be a little large too. Alright, good enough. We'll see. It's just a placeholder for now. And I'll probably put like a waste bin and then have the buns sitting in like a bag of fresh buns or something. Yeah, so we're going to need like 2 more receptacles for each side of this. And then we'll probably make this overall thing a little bigger. Alright, yeah. Lettuce holder, we're going to go to this holder here. This one is for the onion. We're going to call it onion holder. And then we'll go to transform. We'll take it back to 0. We'll go to onion, transform, 0. Bring that all back, and then we can grab this and move it to the onions. Nice. So this is looking good right there. We'll go to the mesh and we'll bring the mesh to a smaller scale. I'm not really going to worry about them being all even right now because it doesn't matter that much. I'm going to grab that and spin it, and then do the same thing. Bring it up, spin it there, and then move it back so it's somewhat in line. And then we have to make sure that collision shape isn't hitting the other shit. There we go. Let's bring that so it's very specific. You have to mean to hit it. There we go. So we're going to have to do that a few more times. Holder 4. Yeah, transform 0, 0. We'll go down. We'll go transform 0, 0. We'll then bring it up. Oh, shit. We'll bring it up here on the holder. What is this for? A tomato. Nice. Tomato. And then we'll scale the mesh down. Perfect. We can then go here and we'll make the collision shape smaller as well. That's looking good. We'll go to the holder and we can rotate it and then rotate it again right here to be up just like that, and then we'll bring it down. So that's starting to look better. Might have to stagger them or something, or make them just a little bit smaller, because right now we have some overlapping. Yo, what's up? How's it going? I guess the real Bob Newman. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Where is this one? Oh, let's rename this one to tomato. Tomato holder. With, again, a different spelling, I believe. Perfect. Okay, what is this one? This is the bun. So we're going to call this bun holder, bun holder. And we'll grab this. We'll go to transform 0, 0, bun X, transform 0, 0. And then we'll grab it and move it over to here. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I was grabbing the overall area. And then we'll spin it, and oops, let me spin it this way first, and then spin it that way. So we have that. So for anyone who's joining in, what we're doing is making a way to get rid of items after we pick them up. I've made a little more complicated player script to hold items. We have orders that fill out on the screen now. So now we need a way that if you have the wrong item picked up, you can discard it. So that's what we're doing here. We have one more to do, I think, which is the cheese, and then we can do some testing, and we actually need to do some coding as well. So we've added some other stuff here. I'll show it off in a second. Let me spin that, and Control Z. Let me go up top, and I'll do that. And we will scale the mesh to about 0.6 or something, somewhere in there. And then going to grab the holder and move it over to the cheese. Yeah, so let me also do this, rotate it in that axis. There we go. We'll bring it down. We also need to change the extents of our collision shape to be closer in. More like that. Perfect. So now we have ways to discard. I guess they're maybe overlapping just a little bit on some areas, but should be pretty good. Okay, so we can pick stuff up by clicking these, and we can get rid of stuff by clicking these. We just need to code that functionality in, and that shouldn't really be all that hard. Let's put a pass here real quick. Yeah, perfect. And I just got to take a look at something. Alright, perfect. Burger bottom, what is the issue here? Oh, I already have one of you, so we don't need you. We don't need you. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Now, what do we want to do? Alright, so we go to the player. Our 3D raycast will be intercepting whatever we touch, and what we'll be touching will be the X's that we just made to get rid of food. So whenever we hit those, whenever we press E on those, we want to do something. So we need to add them to our match statement. And this is our match statement, and these are the things we're touching. So if we touch a single hot dog, it does this stuff. So we need to add them in. So what are they called? If we go to scene A, we can take a look. It'll be cheese cheese X. Can I get rid of that? No, because now it's a child. Awesome. So they're all going to be X2. Whatever. Good enough. Doesn't matter. Perfect. There we go. Alright, cheese X2. The cheese X2. And we're going to say pass. And I'm just going to get all these in there before I start coding them. Pass. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's yeah, let's do it that way. Bam. Alright, so cheese X2. This is going to be tomato X2. Onion X2. We're going to say lettuce X2. Lettuce X2. Looks like hot dog X2. Hot dog X2. One should be bun X2. Bun X2. And we got the cheese. So how many do we have? One. Let's name this to hot dog holder. Hot dog holder with a capital H. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you are the cheese holder. The holder of the cheese. So we have 6. Do we have 6 here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can get rid of you. There we go. That's what's up, tubes. So now what we can do is we can start coding the hardest part. So what do we really want to do? We want to get rid of it from our inventory, and that's easy. We made our inventory here by just making this bool dict, and we have our value, and then we just have a boolean, whether that is in or out of our dictionary. So all we need to do is just take that whatever the object is and remove it. So that's pretty easy. So we're going to say I guess bool dict, and we'll say cheese. Yeah, cheese, and that'll be 0 instead of 1. And then I'm going to just copy and paste this a few times. And yeah, I guess thank you. Yeah, there are a few Godot streamers on YouTube and a few on Twitch, so I check them out too. We got cheese, we got tomato. We're gonna grab the onion. We're gonna grab the lettuce as well. Whichever spelling I use for that one, we're gonna get the hot dog. Hot dog bun. And I guess this will be the hamburger. What is it called? What do we call it in our thing down here? Burger bottom and burger top. So we'll set both of those to 0. Yeah, so this is going to be burger bottom, and we're going to have to make another one that says burger top. So we'll put that there, and burger top. And both of them will be set to 0 because we're discarding both the top and the bottom of the burger. So that's looking good. Let me grab some more coffee. Okay. So that should get rid of things, but visually it does nothing. We need to get rid of the texture. So we need to say, let me go here. Actually, I can just probably start remembering. So let's go to player. We have these things here. We have the onion, lettuce, tomato, cheese, health bar, stuff like that. So whenever we pick up stuff in the game, we pick up one of these items, it appears down here at the bottom in one of these slots that we already have named for it. So all we have to do is clear that image out if we want to discard, which is what we're trying to do here. So since we're trying to discard, we're just clearing the image. So we're going to go to, camera swivel, player cam, control, cheese, and that is this right here. And we'll just say texture equals null. Texture equals null, and this will set the texture equal to nothing. And I'm going to copy and paste again because this is the most efficient manner to do things, and we'll just have to change these to tomato. Perfect. What is this? This is an onion. Perfect. We got some lettuce. Perfect. We now have the hot dog. Hot dog! Now we have the bottom bun, I believe. The bottom half is what it is, actually. And we got to set the bottom half and the top half here. The hot dog and the bun share the same image space, so that's really not that bad. We just have to go top half as well. Yes, top half, and we'll get rid of this right there. So that should do it. Let's see if that works. Nice. We'll go right on into it. Okay, so, let me enable the top and everything so we can see all the cool stuff I made. So we have our roof. We then have Flesh Mountain, that's right. What is this? Okay, it's probably not necessary. Alright, good enough. So we're loading and we're running. Nice. So we can walk around, we can swing. The general idea is that we will have meat fall out of these tubes. We then take the meat and we throw it into the defroster. We have the meat defrost here by hitting the switch. I need to add collision on these, by the way. There's no collision. But we can then defrost the meat. I'll have these dynamic per item, so they'll change like depending on what time. But then we'll grab something over here and throw it on the grill. We'd actually have to grab all three of these items and throw it there. And I guess the idea would be that you would have some type of thing coming after you, trying to take your items or trying to deal damage to you. I haven't really decided yet. We get the steam, the item is now cooked, and we can grab like the bun here. So we grab our bun, we grab our burger. We're then grabbing, you can see our current order. We actually have that wrong, so we want to get rid of the cooked burger. But we don't have that, so we can just pick up another piece of chicken, really. But we should put a discard for the burgers, too. That's an oversight, I forgot. But now we have the chicken. Looking at what we need a tomato. We also need an onion. And then the idea would be we hit this altar. It then places the bag that we made earlier in Blender onto the altar. And we smack this bell. And then probably a machine claw is going to come down and grab it and like bring it back up. And then you'll get like a judgment on the screen and maybe like a little funny clip of something. But let's see if the discard works. So if I hit E on this, oh, that's right. I don't think I add them. So we're not getting the E to interact gesture. So I believe what's happening is we didn't add these to the right collision layers to collide with the raycast from the player. So we're going to have to do that. We got to go to player. Let me remind myself what this is on. So this is the... oh, that's right. We only have a mask. So we collide with objects and we collide with interactables. Awesome. So we need to put... what are we going to put it on? I guess interactables would be the way to do it. Nice. So we just got to go back through on the scene, go to XRAC. We just need to go here, collision, and set the layer that we are to objects. Let's actually do objects. It doesn't matter. We can do objects or interactables, but we're going to do objects for now. Alright, so perfect. Nice, there we go. And we don't need to check for any collision with anything else because there's nothing else really going on there. We just need to make sure we are on that layer. Let's try that and see if we get the interactables prompt. Should be good to go. Nice. So let's grab a tomato and then we'll press the E and it gets rid of it. We'll grab cheese, gets rid of it, gets rid of that. But if we have this and we press that, it does nothing. So there we go. Well, actually, it still flips that variable, so we need to... I guess we can perform a little check to see if the texture is already filled, and if it's not filled, don't do anything anyway. But yeah, that's essentially how it would work. So that's cool. And then we need to make a little bit of separation in between there, so you can be like, you know, I like a little more. So we have some more space in between these. Yeah, and then maybe we'll make like you know, have like a hole back here so it looks like you're throwing it down the hole, and then have the character have a little animation. I mean, that's not hard to do at all, so we can probably do that. What else? Oh, we can swing this thing right here. We have a guy that we can spawn in. Let me do that real quick. If I go to my spawner and I go here and I turn this to auto start, we should start spawning in some enemies. Yeah, have a good night, I guess. Alright, so yeah, we have this little goat man who will chase us down. He faces the wrong direction. We have a lot of them though. And they will throw punches at us that will damage us. So you can see my health going down. We can also beat them. And I probably will incorporate these somehow. What I'm thinking about doing is these guys will actually probably be like the bosses of this place. Like the literal managers of this place. And they'll tell you what to do. And then I'll probably make another model of goblins. And I think I'm going to do like... I'll make funny pictures that say like, oh, thanks for the super chat. That's the first super chat I've ever gotten. I don't even know if I can collect the money on that, but thank you. I'll give it a shot. I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm gonna do like goblin nuggets, goblin burgers, and goblin dogs or whatever. And then like after you have a thing of cooking in here, you'll go to a different area where you have to smash a bunch of goblins and then get them in the tubes. And I think that would be a funny way to do it. So yeah, they're still spawning in and we're losing frame rate, but I'm thinking I'm gonna call it a stream for tonight. Thank you everybody for coming in. I gotta work tomorrow, but I stream pretty much every night now. It'll be like 6:30 to around 8 or 8:30, somewhere in there. It's a little short tonight, but appreciate everyone who's coming out. There'll be more stuff coming later, and yeah, see you tomorrow if you're coming back.